Video games. If they're not made by WarioWare, I'm out of there. I mean, somebody's gotta say it. I'm just saying what we're all thinking, you know? The year is 2013, and Nintendo's cute, confusing, sexy little new piece, the Wii U's been out for 6 months. And still, nobody really knows what the hell they're looking at. Wait, I don't get it. It's like a tablet for the Wii?
I don't know.
It came with this new controller tablet thing called the gamepad that does a lot of different stuff. And I feel like when you're introducing new peripherals that do a lot of different stuff, you gotta have a game that shows you all the different stuff that it can do. And what we got was Game and Wario, a game that promises gamepad pandemonium. I don't know what that means, and these games don't come with manuals, so we may never know. This video was basically finished, but I never finished it and I don't remember why. So join me as I try to piece everything together in a way that makes sense. This is Remembering Game and Wario. Let me start by saying to make a collection like this, essentially a WarioWare title, is a match made in heaven. WarioWare games have a lot of cool, fun characters that only appear in WarioWare. WarioWare uses a lot of mixed media to keep their visuals interesting and entertaining and downright fucking weird. And there isn't like one way to make these types of games, so implementing a variety of playstyles via the Wii U gamepad makes a lot of sense. I like the idea of a game like this, but at the same time it's already weird because WarioWare usually has like 100 something micro games, and this time it's been pared down to 16 slightly more long form fleshed out mini games. It's like micro USB to mini USB, like you can use it, I don't know if it's better.
Alright, here we go!
The first game in the single player section, where the bulk of the games are, is Arrow. This is basically a shooting gallery where you pull back arrows on the gamepad, aim at the TV, and hit these little targets to protect strawberries. There's other cool control prompts here where you hold up the gamepad to block a cannonball, or touch the gamepad to either get rid of the little guys trying to get the strawberries, or tickle the nose of your arrows with pepper to turn them into an AoE bomb. Damn, video games sure are cool. And that's pretty much it. It's fun, but feels more like an iPad game than an experience that can only be had on the Wii U with the gamepad. That's something you can find in the next game, Shutter.
Go Diamond City!
Your TV shows a static scene that you have to examine with the gamepad, using its gyro aiming to scrounge around and take photos of specific subjects in a 3-minute time frame. Using the gamepad as a secondary display has always been its best feature, to a point where I would be thinking, how's it going to work in this game? And the answer in this case is beautifully. See, we as human beings are familiar with how a camera works, and introducing a simple concept while gradually adding new challenges, like looking for out-of-place stuff in apartment windows to take pictures of ghosts, or reading subject profiles and trying to find them in a busy city while on a moving train, keeps a simple concept fresh, say it with me, like a fridge. Yeah, yeah. Also, there's funny people with onion heads named Nutler. This game fucking rules. Another big standout, and probably the best game in the single player bunch, is Gamer. This is the one that's a Smash Brothers stage, but you probably don't know that because you play Battlefield only, no stage hazards, you little bitch. This is one of those games that is not only super addictive, but also a really weird and scarily relatable sensory experience. On the gamepad, you're staying up late playing actual micro games, like WarioWare style, all while having to glance at the TV every once in a while to make sure you're hiding under the covers when your mom shows up to make sure you're still asleep. This whole experience unlocked a core memory deep in the crevices of my brain because, like, who hasn't done this? Staying up late to play Pokemon with your Game Boy Advance SP, praying to God themselves your mom or dad didn't wake up and find you. I remember being on the computer in the basement and listening for footsteps and knowing when to shut lights off when someone woke up or hide under covers, just like you do in this game. I can't remember the last time a video game made me feel something like that. Video games fucking rule. Let's get a hell yeah on the board for video games. So, like, unfortunately, when you look at the whole list of games and have played the couple really good ones, you think, okay, these games are really good, but realistically speaking, they're probably not all gonna be amazing, but maybe okay. Right? I really wish that you were right in the hypothetical situation that I just created. but some of these games are just like worse than you could ever imagine.
Mamma mia!
One of the worst ones is Ashley, which sucks because Ashley, in WarioWare lore, all things considered, is pretty cool. She's a witch, she loves food, I love her design, you could probably do a lot of cool stuff with Ashley. I don't know what, I'm not a game designer. This game makes use of the Wii U gamepad's motion controls, and literally all you do is tilt up and down to collect these gems. I don't know, what the fuck are these things? It looks and plays like a shitty iPad game, and it makes me so sad that a game developed by Intelligent Systems, you know, like Paper Mario, Fire Emblem, the other WarioWare games, that fucking grade A kush, would drop like something so blatantly lazy on top of being bad. There are other games on here that just control in very strange ways and not in a good way. Another one that sticks out to me as odd is bowling. I mean, we've been here before. We've played Nintendo bowling. How bad could it be? Oh no. So like, you use the gamepad to aim a bowling ball down a lane, but it like stops after it reaches a certain line? And you can't like turn it at all after that? Like, what is this? In a game with a lot of ideas, some cool, some dumb, but most ambitious, why even put this in here? It feels like such an afterthought.
Okay!
So playing all these single player games gets you coins, which you can use to unlock goofy little stuff that you get to mess around with in the extras part of the game.
I'm editing this video and I'm just now remembering that the prizes come out of a chicken's butt. Video games are the greatest art form to ever exist. Don't ever forget that.
There's a mirror that uses the gamepad's camera to show your reflection, which none of the games do. There's like these little tops where you can flick tops from the gamepad onto the TV. It's really fucking cool, and in some cases more creative than the actual more fleshed out games that are in the game. But in all honesty, none of this matters. It's all nonsense and buffoonery compared to the main event. Islands. You get your friends together and everyone gets a turn at launching these little guys called frogs. God, I love that for them. Just look at how cute and stupid they are. The frogs get launched onto some kind of platform using the gamepad to aim. The first stage they offer is a simple roulette with a multiplier that moves around the board and stops on random spaces to either make you win or completely fuck you over. Also, seagulls sometimes show up and just steal your shit, and in other instances they just shit everywhere. I'm really glad they were able to capture that realism in such an absurd video game. Another hell yeah on the board for video games. Just put every game ever made up there. Then there's this stage. Atoll? Now you're flinging frogs onto platforms that run into each other and change their values every time they collide. This stage in particular had my friends and I screaming at the TV, watching these hockey pucks collide with each other and change the entire forecast of the whole game. And that's the kind of cool thing that only a video game can do. Remember what we were talking about with Shudder? Simple concept, add variables to keep it interesting. This is the one that you'll keep coming back to play. All right, that was a lot, and I'm getting tired. Let's wrap this shit up. Game and Wario has gotta be one of the most polarizing games I've played in a minute. There are moments where it shines in a way that only a WarioWare game can, and there are moments where the gameplay is so blatantly lazy, which in my opinion is worse than bad. Sometimes it's oozing with character and personality, other times it has the novelty and stagnant simplicity of a shitty iPad game. But it's Wario, it's the homie, the thick king. I can't stay mad at him. Look at that face. He's my main man. With where I stand at the moment, I'm gonna give Wario a heli and just call it a day. He didn't save the Wii U, but he did some pretty cool stuff. Thank you so much for watching this. If you want to become a thick king just like me, Subscribe, like, and hit the bell, and you'll be able to eat as much garlic as you want without your breath stinking. And I know how much you guys have been dying to eat cloves of garlic. I am now telling you that it's okay as long as you do the other stuff. You may have noticed some other games on the Hell Yeah scoreboard, and that's because I've been uploading shorter reviews as YouTube Shorts and also on TikTok. So remember to follow me there. It's greenrob with a 0 for the O, because I'm going to be uploading some exclusive stuff to there. So follow me there, and you can watch it. Follow me on Instagram if you want. All my stuff is going to be in the description. Love yourself, love your friends, and remember to play some video games because you deserve it and you're worth it. Thank you, and may Wario have mercy on all of our souls. Good night.